All right, coming up on that kilometer mark. Sorry about the technical difficulties again. We're working in some extreme conditions in the back of this Gator today. 252, 253 there through the first kilometer. It looks like it's actually very, very conservative. All the runners are bunched up. do have an Alabama competitor here. Looks like he is trying to break away from the field a bit. Trying to push the pace a little bit, so we do have a little bit of a separation here from the top 30 or so through the rest of the field. All right, through 2,400 meters, it's Hillary Chariot of the University of Alabama. Oh, excuse me, through 3,000 meters. And then followed up by Vincent Yeagon of Middle Tennessee, Brian Kiptu of Middle Tennessee, David Malarkey from Florida State, Victor Kiprop back in 5th place from the University of Alabama, Ryan Kinane from Auburn University in 6th, Jason Bowers from East Tennessee State in 7th, Jack Mayer of Ole Miss, Yassine Abdallah from Tennessee, and Tegan Flanagan of South Alabama to round out your top 10 through 3,000 meters. As mentioned earlier, it is way too early to tell about the team competition, but right now it is University of Alabama in the lead with about 53 points or so. Tennessee in 2nd place with 68. Ole Miss in 3rd with 90, and Florida State back in 4th with 106 points to round out. Middle Tennessee State in 5th with 156 points to round out your top 5 right now through 3,000 meters. This is Hillary Chariot. It's opened up about a 10-15 meter lead on the rest of the field right now. Going to put some pressure on the field and see who's going to come with him. Still here at Hillary Chariot of the University of Alabama in the lead here, coming up on 4,000 meters here in just a couple of moments. Get you those splits. Looks like that's Victor Kiprop leading the chase pack with Middle Tennessee State competitor Ryan Kinane of Auburn University. All right, this is Hillary Chariot coming over the 4,000 meter mark. Through that mark in 11:42 for Hillary. Brian Kiptu in 2nd, Victor Kiprop in 3rd, and they've got about Hillary's got about a 6-second lead on the rest of the field there at that 4,000 meter mark. Team standings through that 4,000 meter mark. Looks like it's University of Tennessee moved into 1st place, University of Alabama in 2nd, Ole Miss in 3rd, Florida State 4th, and North Florida moving up into 5th position, followed up by Lipscomb, Belmont, Auburn, Georgia Tech right now, and Florida sneaking into that top 10 as well right now. Coming up just shy of the halfway mark, just a few moments ahead. Sun is starting to come up, so the second half of this race for the men's 10K might get a little warm for these competitors. 10 kilometers is about 6.2 miles for those at home if you're not aware of the distance. But right now it's Hillary Chariot of the University of Alabama trying to assert his lead a little bit more on the rest of the field. He's opened up that gap to about 30 meters or so. He's checking the watch. He's looking comfortable. Again, his teammate Victor Kiprop is leading that chase pack, but I don't see any reason for him to do any work to get separation from the rest of the field to pull him along back to Hillary, but we'll see what he does. Through the team standings at 4,500 meters, it still looks like it's Tennessee and Alabama 1-2, Florida State 3, 4th place Ole Miss, 5th place North Florida. So again, top 2 teams in this competition today will move on to Charlottesville, Virginia, for those automatic bids, just a couple of weeks away. And then there are at-large bids available to competitive teams, but a committee will make those decisions based on performances not only today but throughout the year, who you beat head-to-head, and a number of other factors such as national rankings, coaches poll, etc. Hillary's opting to take the shortest route possible. That's not necessarily the smoothest, but he made that look pretty easy as he went through that little hilly section there. Now he's opened up on the most open part of the course, probably the smoothest part of the course with the most spectators here. And we're going to start another lap here in just a moment. But he has continued to open up his lead a little bit more here over the rest of his field, as what was a 30-meter lead looks to be more like 75 meters or so now for Hillary. Still Victor Kiprop and crew in chase there. Looks like David Malarkey, Florida State, still in there. Brian Kiptu, Seem Abdallah out of Tennessee, and Jason Bowers out of East Tennessee State in that mix as well. You can get a good shot here and kind of see the lead there that Hillary has on the rest of the field. We're going to be coming up on the 5,500 meter mark before too long. We got lots of splits, on this course today to provide lots of updates for you. So this is approximately the 5,500 meter mark or so for the men's race, and we've got 17:50 on the clock right now. Continuing to push the pace now, open up that gap, maybe even to 100 meters or so now, and then there's a chase pack of about 8 or so runners that are all vying for that second place position right now. But the biggest thing that's at stake right now. There are a couple of individuals, obviously, in each region that are seeking individual berths to the national championship. But the biggest thing at stake today is obviously that team title. Cross country is a team sport, so the team title, and then of course the bid to nationals. Right, you might be able to get a good shot here of Hillary and see kind of the separation between him and the rest of the field. You got Hillary Chariot of the University of Alabama, and that is Victor Kiprop of Alabama starting to push the pace there for that chase group a little bit. That is Yassine Abdallah of the University of Tennessee, and I believe that is Jason Bowers of East Tennessee State still in that mix there in probably second, third position. That might actually be, excuse me, I believe that's David Malarkey with the Florida State kit on. Yeah, if you need live results, you'll have to check the website, PT Timing. Fortunately, we're not able to display those on the feed for you, so you can do a Google search for PT Timing, I believe, and find all those live results. Wish I could provide those to you, but I'm not able to do so. Really get a good picture here of Hillary and the lead he's developed here on the course over the rest of the field. Again, still that chase pack with Victor Kiprop, David Malarkey, and Yassine Abdallah of Alabama, Florida State, and Tennessee, respectively. So right now we are just about 8 kilometers into the race, just shy of 23 minutes on the clock. So Hillary is definitely not going for an easy stroll in the park today. He is moving out quite well. So just past 8K here. So we could call this unofficially probably the 8.1, 8.2 mark or so, and we've got 23 1:28 on the clock there for Hillary of the University of Alabama leading the way. And what was once a 75-meter lead looks about 100 to maybe even a little bit more now for Hillary over his competitors. Race is really starting to spread out now for these men as it starts heating up, and the pace continues to heat up as well. For the folks that may be tuning in, we appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for sticking with us through our technical difficulties as we've had to work through some of those things. If you don't mind hitting that like and subscribe button below, we really appreciate it. All right, this is Hillary Chariot of the University of Alabama still coming up just shy of 9K here, so we're going to be coming into the final stretch for too long. We're at 8.7K or so right now. Hillary is moving along, looking well, checking his shoulder just to see if anybody's nearby. See if he continues to put the pressure on or not. That is Victor Kiprop, his teammate, moved into second position, has about 20 meters or so over Abdallah of the University of Tennessee, followed up by David Malarkey of Florida State. And then that's Bowers of East Tennessee, and another Tennessee competitor, Ryan Kinane of Auburn University there, looks like to round out the top 7 or so. All right, 9K in, 26 minutes on the clock right now. And we are just about 3 minutes or so away from the finish, probably less, just depending on how quickly these runners decide to finish the race. This is Hillary Chariot, just about 800 meters away from the finish here. Still got 75 meters or so on his teammate and closest competitor, Victor Kiprop of the University of Alabama. This is Victor Kiprop of the University of Alabama coming in with just about 300 meters or so to go on the finish. 27:35 on the clock right now. Victor Kiprop, his teammate, is closing the gap a little bit, but that's no concern for the team competition right now. It doesn't look like any of the other competitors are going to close that gap to Victor or Hillary right now, but going 1-2, good start to the day for that team point total for Alabama. They are in competition, obviously, hoping for an automatic bid. Looks like Hillary, Victor Kiprop, and Yassine Abdallah of University of Tennessee back in third position there, rounding the turn, coming down this home stretch. Crowd's really coming out today to support these runners. All right, right now you have Hillary Chariot with a time of 28:26 as your South Region champion. Victor Kiprop, runner-up, 28:29. Yassine Abdallah of the University of Tennessee coming in third. David Malarkey, fourth, 28:45 of Florida State. Jason Bowers of East Tennessee State coming in at fifth. Right now, Gabriel Sanchez of Tennessee. Brian Kiptu, seventh. Vincent Yegon of Middle Tennessee State in eighth. Cruz Gomez out of Ole Miss coming in at ninth. Team competition too early and too close to call for anything in that regard. Continue to watch these competitors come in. All right, as these results are starting to roll in now. Abdirazak Ibrahim of Florida State was rounding out your 10th individual. Dean Casey of Tennessee was an 11th. Ryan Kinane of Auburn was a 12th. Jack Mayer of Ole Miss. Cooper Schroeder of Florida State in 14th. Toby Gillen of Ole Miss in 15th. Brady Johnson of Lipscomb in 16th. Eli Nahome of Tennessee in 17th. Aiden O'Gorman of North Florida in 18th. Matthew Neal, 19th of Florida State. And Elliot Kipsang of the University of Alabama to round out your top 20 individuals. On the team side, unofficially right now, it looks like the University of Tennessee is going to be your men's champion with 68 points unofficially. Florida State in second place, perhaps with the upset over the University of Alabama, sneaking into that second position and the automatic qualifier for the bid to nationals with 71 points. Very close race between 1 and 2. And then in third place was the University of Alabama unofficially with 86 points. Hoping for that at-large bid at this point now. And Ole Miss Rebels rounding out your top 4 there with 105 points. And back in 5th place is Lipscomb University with 158 points. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We really appreciate it. If you don't mind, if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button at the bottom. Really appreciate you guys tuning in, and thank you for bearing with us through our technical difficulties. We really enjoy doing this. We do it because we are passionate about the sport, not for any other reason. We had to overcome some difficult circumstances in the Gator and some technology issues, but we made it happen and kept the live feed up for the majority of the event. So thank you again for sticking with us. Rounding out your top 10 on the team side was North Florida in 6th position. In 7th was Auburn University. In 8th place was Middle Tennessee State. Belmont University is 9th, and your host school, the University of Florida Gators, rounding out your top 10 today. Thank you again for tuning in. Just to recap here, we're going to go over the women's team race, and your winner today in the South Region women's race was the University of Tennessee with 61 points. And in second place was the University of Florida Gators with 79 points, earning and solidifying their spot at nationals for that automatic qualifier. In third place was University of Ole Miss, with 95 points. University of Alabama in fourth place with 98 points. Lipscomb University with 107 points in fifth place. And Georgia Tech in sixth. Belmont in seventh. Florida State in eighth. Auburn University in ninth. And Samford in 10th to round out your top 10 at this Division I South Region cross-country championships. A couple of those teams are obviously hoping for at-large bids to Division I Nationals in Charlottesville, Virginia in just a couple of weeks. We'll have to stay tuned for the rest of the races throughout the day across the country to see how the other teams and competitors do and see what the selection committee decides. To recap the men's race, it was a double victory for the University of Tennessee. Came down to Gainesville, and they meant business. The men are the champions of the South Region as well with 68 points. Just sneaking in over Florida State with 71 points to earn that second automatic bid to nationals. In third place was the University of Alabama with 86 points. Fourth place was Ole Miss with 105. Fifth place was Lipscomb with 158. North Florida with 169 points. In sixth position, Auburn University in seventh place with 200 points. Middle Tennessee State 201 in eighth place. Belmont 256 in ninth place. And your Florida Gators, your host school, 276 points in 10th place. Thank you again for tuning in today for this live coverage of the Division I South Region Cross-Country Championships. We really appreciate you guys sticking with us and tuning in. Again, if you don't mind, smash that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you next time wherever we'll be welcome. So we'll be glad to provide any coverage and all coverage that we can. And again, thank you so much for this opportunity and tuning in. Y'all have a blessed day.